Hello everyone and welcome back to the CO2 Rundown. I'm your host Chad Owens. Happy Wednesday, midweek peak of the week, and I hope you guys are in your groove. Before we get into the show, I want to give you a friendly reminder to turn in your football fever ballots to select Long's Drugs to give yourself a chance to win that weekly prize. Thanks to Vacations Hawaii, a trip for two to Las Vegas plus $500 cash in your pockets. You could turn that 500 into 5,000. Let's go. Also, grand prize at the end of this thing, a big green egg Kamado grill. Hey, you don't want to miss out, so turn in those ballots. Before we start the show, I gotta always say mahalo to Long's Drugs for all of their support and being a sponsor of the CO2 Rundown. Thank you guys so much. Let's continue to support local and make Long's Drugs a part of our day. Let's dive on in to the CO2 Rundown. Man, not the greatest news to hear, but who knows? Maybe it's gonna be a better situation. But the new Aloha Stadium Sports Entertainment District that Governor Ige had initially, agreed for that proposal, his administration, his team has reneged. They're going in a different direction, right? They're trying to get away from a public-private, ownership type deal. We don't know what the plans are, but for right now, it's on pause. And, for our University of Hawaii Rainbow Warrior football team, in my opinion right now, that's the least of their worries, right? We've got a stadium at TC Ching. We've got a place to call home. We're playing home games there. We got to focus just on winning games, being consistent, and building that program, right? The new stadium, whatever course that takes, when the time comes, that will come. And who knows, maybe, UH is going to decide, you know what? We're going to get it done right here on campus. We're going to build this thing out and make it the most intimate, the most interactive, the best stadium, that we've ever had. Who knows? But right now, I believe our focus as a team is to just kind of, stay within that locker room, focus on the things we can control, right? Because that's not to the future anyway. So with that being said, I do hope that they figure something out. And as soon as we hear anything onto what that's going to be, we'll make sure to give you an update right here on the CO2 Rundown. Our UH Rainbow Warrior football team has made some changes. And according to head coach Simi Chang, they're going to be throwing the ball. They're making some adjustments on the offense to provide more opportunities. We talked about it. You cannot be one-dimensional in football. And, I think we're second to last in passing. And Timmy Chang, right? One of Hawaii's top passers, in the country, and all the yards we threw for. He understands what having a successful pass game can do for you, right? It plays into the run game. And so we're going to be making some adjustments, and I'm looking forward to seeing what type of adjustments that is. Are we adding a little bit of the run and shoot in there? We're going to have some of those concepts, and we're going to have to do so without some of our key guys, right? Jonah Panoke out for the year, broken collarbone. Zion Bowens, who's the speedster, he's got big playability. He's still nursing and coming back from his week 1 knee injury. So hopefully he's going to be available soon. But tight end, Jordan Murray, to me, is like a mismatch. You line him up against anybody in the slot, flexed out wide, in the red zone. He's a mismatch. He's an NFL prototypical tight end body with skills. And so he is going to get an elevated role according to coach. And I cannot wait to see, some of this new offense, because we've shown some success running the ball, but our running backs, you can only take so much, and the more you run it, you get tired. I'm just gonna be honest, as running backs, you get tired, you get hit, you get nicked, and then fumbles can happen, things of that nature. But if you open things up in a passing game, when you go back to that run, things are a little softer, those holes are a little bigger, you get into the second levels. It just works well with each other. So I'm excited to see what we're going to bring to New Mexico State this weekend. Let's go, Bows. Former Rainbow Warrior standout stud linebacker Darius Muso, who has transferred over to UCLA, is thriving in his new environment, those new colors. And, he's hopeful. And I believe he's going to get a shot at the next level going into the NFL. He kind of does remind me of like a Manti Te'o. someone that can play sideline to sideline, comes downhill with tenacity. Being the linebacker, you have to have those attributes. And in today's game, the linebacker positions in the NFL can run, and they can run all day long. And that's what Darius brings to the table. And I know defensively, we're missing him right now, with the Warriors. But on the flip side, hey, you got to love that a local boy is out there, working towards his dream. And he's going to pave the way. He's going to inspire a lot of these younger football players to go on and do that. And to sometimes, as athletes, we come across making tough decisions all the time. Right? He had to make a tough decision, whether to stay, whether to transfer, what's going to be the best thing for him in his future. So he made that tough decision. And so that's inspiring to a lot of these young, these keiki who are going to be playing football, who may not quite understand, why did Darius leave us? Why did he leave Hawaii? Well, they're going to learn. And the high school kids and guys that do know what that means, hey, take this as an opportunity to learn from someone that's been doing it, and someone that's doing it successful, and someone that's most likely going to make it to the highest level. So Darius, continue to do your thing, brother. Doesn't matter where you're playing, what colors you're representing. We all know what's inside, what's truly being represented. That's Hawaii. So we appreciate you. Keep doing your thing and keep coming downhill. Let's go. Into some prep football. And this next story is about a young man who is having himself a season. Kamuela running back Ofa Vehikite has had 4 straight 200-yard rushing games. I mean, if that's not just dominating, I don't know what else is. Kamuela is in the Division II, league, and they're taking on Kaiser this weekend. But every running back, right? They're going to give credit, and he should be giving credit to his O-line. Right, because that's where things happen. That's where these guys work hard up front, get the holes open, and get you to the next level. And don't get me wrong, a lot of running backs with the talent to rush for 200 yards, you got to have strength. You got to have some agility. You got to have some speed. You got to have the total package. And that's what he brings to the table. 4 straight. I mean, if I'm an opposing defense, after the second straight game with 200 yards, I'm like, okay, look, our number one goal this week is to stop Vehikite from running the ball. We're going to load the box. Well, maybe Kaiser will try and figure that out. And, hey, maybe teams have, but he's just that good and that dominant. So just want to shout him out. Make sure you guys take a look at that article in today's Honolulu Star-Advertiser. I love seeing our prep athletes, succeed, because as a high school player, once you start to feel that momentum, you start to build more confidence, you start doing those types of things on a consistent basis, which he has, it just ends up being like a huge snowball effect. Not just for you, but for your teammates around you, right? They start to work harder for you. They start to block harder because they know you're going to break it, right? And if you've shown on film that, hey, if they missed the block and you were able to make that guy miss, they're not going to be worried about it, right? Because football is all about next play mentality. Good or bad, you got to move on to the next play because that's the most important one. So what that does, football is a team game, but if an individual does what he's supposed to do, he or she's supposed to do, it just helps elevate everyone else around you, right? Because you create that expectation, right? And everyone just wants to keep making those big plays. I'm sure the offensive linemen, the offensive self, hey, they want to go for a 5th straight 200-yard rushing game, right? So with that being said, Ofa, hey, congratulations. Keep working hard, keep remaining humble, and never, ever become satisfied with what you did last week. Every day is a new day. Every game is a new opportunity to do more. So with that, good luck this week against Kaiser. And again, Kaiser defense, I'm sure you guys are going to be loading that box. Ready for that play action. And we've got a special insert in today's Honolulu Star-Advertiser highlighting our Honolulu Little League team who won the Little League World Series. I got a chance to meet these guys, this team, the coaches at a UH football game this season. And let me tell you, they were just so humble, so excited, so grateful, so thankful. And, Coach Oda, congratulations again. You did an amazing job with this team. And, taking our Aloha spirit and spreading that over there on the mainland and having everybody sort of buy in to what that Aloha is all about. And I said, hey, Aloha always wins. And so with that, another congratulations to you guys. You guys are going to be continue to be celebrated, forever. I mean, that's an awesome job. It's not easy, It takes a lot of hard work. It takes sacrifice. And to the parents who, I'm sure there was fundraising, right? Taking those kids to practice, all the equipment. There's so much that goes involved into, a travel team, going into a big stage like that, a big tournament. So shout out to you guys as well. So make sure you guys take a look, all right? Let's keep showing our Honolulu Little Leaguers some love. And just finishing off here, just a couple quick hitters, some things that came up. First of all, Tua Tagovailoa, I have a feeling I'm going to be talking about this young man a lot this football season. He was the AFC's Offensive Player of the Week for his unbelievable comeback performance against Baltimore. 6 touchdowns, 400-something yards passing, 70-something% completion percentage or passer rating. He's leading, right? The NFL right now in passing. Critics, right? Tua is that dude. So I just want to lift him up again, brother. Congratulations. Keep doing your thing. All right. Now this I just saw. Floyd Mayweather has made an announcement that most likely he and Conor McGregor are going to have another boxing bout. Whether it's an exhibition type or whatever the case may be. In 2023, it looks like those two are going to be squaring off again. Now, they made a lot of money the first time. And I don't know why you would need to have another fight. I don't know how much more money that's going to bring in, but it just kind of tells you sort of where the industry is right now. All right, if you've got like Money Mayweather, right, his production team, these guys market very well. All they do is make money, right? And so, hey, kudos to them. I hope none of these guys get injured, but that announcement did come up. Conor McGregor looks like he's been, doing some bodybuilding and getting jacked up, but I don't see him getting back into the cage anytime soon. Conor McGregor, I don't think he has anything else to prove. He's done well with his money as well. So, a lot of these guys, it's just what they enjoy, man. They enjoy fighting. They enjoy entertaining. It's kind of taken on more of that role, right? It's not boxing anymore. It's entertaining. Look at Jake Paul and YouTube guys fighting basketball players. Just the other week I saw Adrian Peterson, former NFL MVP running back, and Le'Veon Bell, former NFL running back, fought each other. Le'Veon Bell knocked Adrian Peterson out. So a lot of these things, there's opportunities to make money. And hey, go do it. Just stay safe doing it. But anyway, that was it. Just a couple quick hitters for you guys as we close. So thanks again for tuning in. And that is it for today's show. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Don't forget to turn in your football fever ballots to select Long's Drugs. And mahalo once again to Long's Drugs for all of their support of the show. Let's continue to support local and make Long's Drugs a part of our day. I'll see you guys come Aloha Friday for the pregame show of our UH Rainbow Warriors. Aloha.